And let's start the recording. Hello, VOD. Hello, 3. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I have been working on a couple of things. If you can see up here, I have been working on Eye of Harmony progress. Hello, Ruby. A little bit of a lag spike every time I walk over here for the render. Oh, let's also check that our godforge is on. Okay, that's good. It's like thundering like crazy where I live, so I may or may not, like, I already had a power outage today, so I had to restart my server, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully that won't happen. I think the worst of the storm is already done. But we have upgraded to a tier 5 our Eye of Harmony. We've got a couple of tiers left. We've got up until 9, and it's just really slow. It makes 0.19 liters of molten black dwarf matter per second. And it just takes forever, and that's fine. And so I've been doing that in the background as I've been working on my advanced AE2 video, which I am very proud is out and done. And yeah, so, oh yeah, I should also show off, last time we were together, I had about 10, whatever this long number is, amount of EU. And I have been like occasionally running my antimatter whenever I have enough stuff for it. And we're up to 50. So it's really, I've only run it like twice. I think we've gotten like probably 80, I think it's quintillion out of this. And then we're getting shafted because in order to make spatially enriched fluid and spatially enlarged and tachyon temporal fluid, currently we have to do this space-time forge hammer recipe, and it's really expensive. It actually takes more space-time than we can possibly make. So I have a solution for that, which is, I'm going to turn off my music. We are going to make like 6 more dtpfs today. I crafted out 12,000 casings, about a bunch of bridges. Let's see, what else do we have? Got a whole smattering of, 12k eternal coil blocks, so that's all happening. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing, Ruby? And how are you doing, 3? So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to set up a dedicated LSC for these so I don't have to worry about lasers and stuff. Speaking of lasers, let's get some lasers online. I feel like I want some like UMV 65Ks. How expensive? But that's space time. Maybe UIV. Is that a waste? I'm trying to think about how much energy I want to put into this. Hello, Death Pacifist. How's it going today? So, we have this whole other setup that we can theoretically put another set of DTPFs in, and I think I'm just like straight up gonna copy and paste this and then see what happens. That's pretty much it. Exhausted, went to a festival and drove a total of 19 hours this weekend. Damn. But glad to be relaxing. I feel that. I had a pretty big day today. We're still singing Misa Solemnis, and so we've been drilling that, and I went out to get some food with friends. So yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Oh my gosh, that's a little bit of lag. So we're gonna copy and paste this and do a little, I want to say it's flip X. Does that look right to you, chat? Yes, that looks actually perfect. I'm just gonna copy and paste this in. I know there's like some transcendent plasma mixers and some random wiring and shit that I do want to like fix, but it's gonna be a lot easier once we have everything together. I've been listening to the Strokes a lot recently. I don't know if that makes me a male manipulator or what, but I'm getting there. Encoded pattern, true. Okay, so That's pretty close, chat. I can't complain about that. So these dtpfs are specifically going to be not for auto crafting. I've had some issues with auto crafting and convergence. So there's a thing called convergence. I'll show you what it looks like. You put this little thingamabob into the controller and see how this is going like 18,000 every 3.9 seconds or 4,000 per second. When we turn on convergence, it turns it to 92,000 per second, but in return it uses like a ton of catalyst. So the problem is when you request recipes within cribs and have this constantly running with a transdimensional alignment matrix, it will try to pull the catalyst from the crib. So you need to either rebalance all of your recipes to like to figure out how much catalyst it needs when it's running with the transdimensional alignment matrix, which is math that I don't feel comfortable doing, or you just make a set of passive DTPFs and on-demand DTPFs, which is what I think I'm more comfortable with. So that's my vibe today. Other than that, yeah, pretty much just chilling. You all know my advanced A2 video is out. That's just you all know me at this point. Okay, where are my projectors? So what tier is this again? It is really raining. Channel 14 for tier coils. Okay, that's happy. Very good video. I'll have to watch a lot of times to fully understand it. I'm hoping that's a good thing. I hope that means that it is a helpful resource for those who are interested in it. All right, another thing I'm gonna do low key is I'm actually gonna I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Damn, it is really raining out there. Just gonna grab this wireless stuff. I want to do this like rewired from the ground up because I think my other DTPFs are a little bit unfocused. There's like a lot of wiring everywhere that doesn't make a lot of sense. So now we've got 12 DTPFs total. And I need to set these up somehow. So my idea was, I think I'm going to put a capacitor bank dedicated to this structure. And the way I want to do this, I'm trying to think about this. Because we need to get lasers into the bottoms of all of these things. And I would like to clear up space in this hallway, ideally, so I could put the transcendent plasma mixers in here somewhere. I guess I could put them like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not terrible. It's not like I need to see them. But the big problem is that these things have been running and they are warm and they have been running for 30 million ticks and I don't want to take that from them. So I'm gonna need to like unplug them insanely quickly and then replug them back in so that way they don't lose too much bonus, and I feel really bad about that. So, what do I want to do here? I think I'll start by putting the capacitor bank right here. So I did make a UIV capacitor which can transfer, like download 1, 2, 3 million, billion, trillion, 100 trillion EU per tick. Hello, Wissy, how's it going? How are you doing today? It's been a minute. Are you getting back into GTNH, my friend? Hello, Overcast. How's it going? Drums, please, Fab. I got it all. Let's grab this, place them in here. I have some like basic ZPM ones that I use just for memes. Absolutely nothing dumb happened in the comments, I swear. Everybody expose Overcast. They were trying to comment on my AE2 video, and they commented on my assembly line video. So everybody expose Overcast. I'm making this moment eternal. Chat will always know about it. It'll be part of the lore of our community now. Thank you for your contributions. But yes, regarding the misinformation, I said in my recent video that quantum rings take 1,000 EU per, or 100 EU per tick per quantum ring, and that is wrong. They take 1,000 per quantum ring, which is 2,000 for a linked pair. All right, what are we doing? Maintenance hatch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each side. I could do it like, how am I thinking about this? Maybe I just do like 6 outputs on each. I'm wondering if now is the time that I should take, I should take the time now to upgrade the lasers that I'm using on these. Currently, we're feeding these UHV 65K lasers each, which is like 100 billion EU per tick, and we can do 100 trillion divided by 12. So we've got some leeway with that. We could be feeding 10 times as much energy into each of these and not have a problem. Just popping in to say hi. I made a severe scheduling mistake and I'm paying for it right now. Oh no. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you and I hope the rest of your day goes well. We have a passive loss of 10 billion EU per tick. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe we upgrade this just like another 4 times. Oh, that's UHV. So a UEV 262 amp would be 2 trillion each. 2 trillion times 12. It's fucking 24 trillion. That's like, that's a fourth of what we could do. UEV lasers are very chill to make at this point. So why don't we do that? We'll make 10 more of you. 10 more of you. Well, that's really chill, goddamn. Currently in my run, I just started smelting Canthal an hour ago. What happened? Weren't you on like a crazy run? I felt like you were on pace with me for a while. Did you restart recently? And I'm going to actually limit this to... Currently, we're taking 65k U HV amps, which is equal to 16k U EV amps. So this gives us some like plenty of leeway. I don't think I need to... I mean, I get perfect overclocks on these. So if I'm running these with convergence, which I will be passively, this should be fine to give it more energy. Let's say 65, 5, what is the number exactly? 65.5 something? Is it like 84? That can't be right. 65.536 is the base 2 one. My friend got tired about a month ago, so the run fell apart, sadly. I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm glad you're doing a new run, and I'm glad you got Canthal up. Sounds like you're having at least a decent time so far. And yeah, it's nice to see you again. 65, 536. Well, that was quick, goddamn. I think I'm experiencing a sound bug. Maybe not. 65, 536. Six. Hello, Cyrus. Drink up, nerd. Cheers. You know, it wouldn't be Gregtech New Horizons if it was fun, so that's fair, actually. How are you doing today, Cyrus? Alrighty. So we got our lasers in, or like our targets. I do need to figure out how I want to route these lasers back. So this is not going to cut it, what I have currently. I need to figure out how to like hot swap our current lasers. I guess we have some like leeway because we've got 29 million cached ticks on each of these dtpfs. So I think we'll be good enough to keep our fuel discount, but it makes me feel awkward, you know? All right, let's grab these. Or maybe I want to do it under the carriage. Because I feel like that makes more sense. Because there's space for that, right? Let me give this a try. I'm tired. My shift got extended by an hour because the shift before us did nothing. Damn! Damn, I'd be pissed. Hello, Chapun. Doing my first batch of 32 workstations. So much copper. Oh, these bad boys. Oh my god. Yeah, these are expensive when you get them. I feel like the electrum and the diodes. Yeah, I remember this. Damn, bro, it's been so long since I've done early game. I kind of miss it somehow. I don't know how that actually is, but for some reason. Spun a wheel and did benzene this run. Tomorrow my benzene setup will be making 12. Wow, 3,000 EU per tick. That's pretty good for Canthal Coils era. Hello, 1 ton soup. Soon as Ross run, exactly. How's it going? Yeah, actually, I didn't even think about that. Hello, first time chatter, 1 ton soup. It's nice to meet you. Oh my god, I just got the name. That's kind of genius, actually. Respect. Okay, we'll do blue, cyan, light blue. Damn, these lasers are just like exactly in the way. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I really did not plan this well. Oh. I guess I could just copy paste this. Whoa, that's a little too far. There we go, copied. Paste that. think that looks good. And then we'll get the bottom as well. I think we can just flip Y here. That should work just fine. I love this song. It's very melancholy. It reminds me of a couple of people. How do you just cycle between chord variants? You can crouch and scroll wheel. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass, but all types of blocks that have this like number on them, you can just scroll to cycle between blocks. Okay, let's get this started. So we can pull the inside. Oh my gosh. Thank you, bro Chacho, for the follow. I hope you're well today. How's it going? I'm about to watch your new video. I've been here a couple of times, but I'm mostly a lurker. Excited for 2.8 in the Ross run. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Do you play GTNH yourself? Are you what tier are you at currently? And how are you liking it? So I don't. I'm struggling with like figuring out how I'm actually gonna wire this in practice because this is kind of some messed up wiring right now. We're gonna need some more mirrors also. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll do 1, 2, 3, set mode, cables, and then run this down this way. Okay, I think I'm beginning to see the light. Are we still manually crafting PTFE? Those days are behind us, in fact. We actually don't even craft PTFE anymore. Polytetrafluoroethylene. We've got 178 billion of it from the quantum force transformer. The good old. The highest I got was HV. Haven't played in a while. I will be starting a new run. How far are you from the gate? Well, actually, we are pretty damn close. We basically need to... I have molten black dwarf matter. We're just kind of like slowly working through Eye of Harmony, which is like just like a gotcha game at this point. And once we get that, this is the last quest book that we have to do. And don't be fooled by its brevity. It is probably... It's pretty long. There's a lot of waiting involved, a lot of crafting, a lot of infrastructure involved. Astral arrays, which are these diabolical crafts, but we'll be getting somewhere soon. Yeah, this like shit like this, 125,000 seconds at UXV. Like, I mean, that's not terrible actually. I just mag matter I need to figure out as well. That's pretty soon. What were your initial goals when starting the pack, and how do they change as you progressed further into it? That's a good question. So initially, I didn't think we were going to make it anywhere near Stargate. It was just me and Leaf, and we were just hanging out, having a good time. And our goal was AE2. That was the first goal, and I think that should be everyone's first goal, is to make it till AE2 happens. And once you do that, then the world is your oyster. Then I just kept playing, and I didn't have many goals except for like progression. Eventually, we just got so close to gating that I kind of got it in my head that I was like, hey, like, I'm at UEV. Maybe I should like consciously push for the gate. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm at UMV now, a couple of tiers later. We're just like it's a meme at this point. Like it shouldn't be crafted. The Stargate is not meant to be crafted, as Aditya once said. It's just like a figment of your imagination. But like it's doable. It's possible. It's just it shouldn't be done. All right, so oh, we're good. Okay. Noun, sunk cost fallacy, the phenomenon whereby a person is reluctant to abandon a strategy or course of action because they have invested heavily in it, even when it is clear that abandonment would be more beneficial. This is true. This is pretty much exactly what's going on. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I got no notes for that one. You hit the nail on the head. So how do I want to wire this is my real question. I could snake all of this up the walls. In that case, I'd want to move it up a casing, probably. How's it going, Chaotic Tabrice? How's it going, my friend? I gotta find music. I was just playing the Strokes. I just tried something new, chat. I'm listening to the Strokes a lot recently, actually. What do we want today? That's fine. This'll work. This'll do. Doing fine, doing much better today. Well, I'm glad that you're doing better, and I'm glad to see you here today. Are there times Stargate is not possible? What do you mean by that? Like tiers or something? Because Stargate is always possible. It's just if you're employed, like it's not like the healthiest thing to be doing, you know? Oh my gosh, it's my favorites. Hello, Kat and Vin. How are you doing today? How was your stream? Okay, we want to be on this Y level. Let me give a quick little shout out. How are you guys doing today? I saw you guys were playing Oblivion. The remaster looks pretty fun. Cat played a little Oblivion. What were you up to, Vin? Hello, Mr. Nibbles. And Finger Dash with the dink water. Cheers. Get some bees done. True. Have you ever done bees, Vin? I felt like that was Cat's jam. I know you guys are doing like the Switch run, but I'm actually curious. I felt like you did a little bit of bees, right? Because I remember you were involved in the Mega Apiary. 1.47 mega FTB Ultimate. Damn, Unk. Holy shit. I have no idea what I'm doing in Oblivion. Ah, I see. We're just wiring up some more dtpfs today. I have the 12 or the 6 here, but that is not enough. We've been running out of space time, so I'm making a set of passive crafting dtpfs for like space time and stuff. And actually, now that you're here, I'd like to show you something, Vin. This SFM script that I'm not sure if you've gotten to it, but it is very, very helpful. Here's our antimatter over here. I'm sitting at like 50 quintillion EU. 5.52 E19. What is that? I don't know how to do math, chat. But yeah, basically I have this running with a very simple SFM script. It triggers every 1 second, and it takes, I think it like takes everything from the tanks, outputs it to the quantum tank or something, and then every once in a while it'll output the antimatter back into the antimatter hatches, which we specify the number of buckets to do so. So you'll see like this quantum tank empties out, And I just turn this bad boy on, or I don't because this is on. And yeah, it just gets popping. Pretty much every time, every second, it just rebalances it for free. My average EU per tick for the system is about 40 trillion EU per tick when I have it running. But currently at my tier, the space-time like costs for spatially enlarged and tachyon-rich temporal fluid is like way more than I can handle. So we've been like shutting it off intermittently and just letting it vibe. And then basically when you want to turn it off, I'm sure there's a way to do a redstone signal for this. You just like hit 0 and it rebalances all back into the quantum tank. And I just have the quantum tank set to a certain threshold and then it outputs into our ME network. That's pretty much it. How many LNR do you have to make Mark 6 fuel? I am skipping the LNR and I am actually I am just trashing the antimatter with the, what's it called? The Tesseract recipe. It's really fast. Where is this? Mark 6 depleted. You can do the neutron activator thing and just go straight for, like, energized tesseracts are needed, right? You need these for space-time, for a whole bunch of other stuff, but mostly just space-time passive. So having both these active is actually really helpful. And Chaotic says, hey, does paper cleaver you get from finishing Twilight Forest progression have anything special besides coming with auto repair? I think it has a bunch of modifiers by default, so you can replace all the parts and it will keep the modifiers. That was my read of that prior. Neutron activator seemed to slow to me as LNR, but maybe I did something wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm one-ticking those recipes. Like, I have a very long LNR, to be fair. But yeah, that's the vibe that we've been cultivating recently. I just wanted to share that, Vin, in case that was helpful. Let's actually, let me think about this. I know mirror-to-mirror connections sometimes are kind of funky. This might be fine. Of course, Vin. I do want to see you guys get that Stargate. I think it's well-deserved, and you guys put a whole lot of work into that world. So anything I can get you to get back on and get that Stargate and just feel accomplished, I feel like I would want that if I had put that much work. Oh no. How come Matter Manipulator doesn't connect the lasers? It does when I copy and paste them, but lasers by default need to be colored in order for them to like work correctly. So I need to use the spray can. Oh my god, that is so loud anyway. I need to figure out where that sound file is and like turn it down a little bit. Maybe one day I'll find the motivation. I hear you. I hear you. Don't feel rushed or anything. But yeah, I agree. I think you definitely should do that. How come do they default connect to adjacent lasers of the same color? I think they do, because I can copy and paste lasers and they seem to work just fine. But yeah, if you don't like copy and paste them, you need to place them. That rhymes. How have you been, Kat? How is your experience with the new Gregtech knowledge that you're consuming? I know because you guys are doing the switched role run. How has that been working out for you? I know you guys have been zooming through progression. It seems like you're already HV and it's been like maybe like less than a month. Pretty impressive. Okay. Everything's powered. So I'm actually, let me think about this. I'm thinking about wiring up the other side of dtpfs, like rewiring them with my new specs. I think that's for the best, probably. She's been killing it, learned a ton for sure. Nice. Kat, I knew Kat always had it in her. I don't think she was ever like interested in it. So it's like awesome to see her like try these things and get good at them. Actually, yeah, I really do like the concept behind your run. She actually has motivation, like intrinsic motivation. I know what you mean, but the way you said that is funny. Yeah, yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, yeah. Alrighty. This is the surgery part. So I think I'm gonna try to get all the lasers as close to what I need as possible. And then we're going to basically do surgery and like very quickly hot swap out these cables because I don't want to lose. I mean, we won't lose bonus. These things have been running for like a month almost. Spatial AE2 Meteor Mining Guide when I don't think I'll ever do that. And the reason why is because it will brick your machine so hard. Like it might mine a meteor in 15 minutes worth of server ticks, but it will legitimately take you like 20 minutes to actually like process the drops. I've seen some semi-successful automations, but legitimately nothing that gives me faith that it can be done on a real server with real ticks. But yeah, I mean, I might be able to. My TPS is crazy right now. I'm running like, I think I have 14 or 10 MSP tick right now. MSP tick, milliseconds per tick, which is really good. 50 is 20 TPS, which is what you're supposed to go after. So I'm running almost like 3 times as fast as I need to be at a UMV level base. Yeah, the overworld is such a killer for TPS, I feel like. All right, this is all set up. Let's... I wonder if I could just copy and paste this to hot swap it. This seems like a terrible idea, chat. But like, is it? All right, let's do cabling first. Set mode cables. Let's at least get these cables close to where they need to go. Sad news for my potato. GTORs being tile entities is a big killer. That is true. I didn't think about it that way. They are. I thought that that was like a improvement they made. I thought that the way GTORs were structured, it allowed it was easier or like more lag friendly. I thought that was the reason they structured A2Ors that way with like the damage values and stuff. It's crazy to me that that causes lag like that. All right, this is a much cleaner implementation of the wiring that I had previously. Let's see if we can hot swap this without causing any explosions. Set mode, copying, mark paste, okay, mark copy, mark paste. Okay, and you're on and you have power. Shit, okay. Holy fuck, that's, well, actually that's just twice as fast. Never mind, wait. That shouldn't be twice as fast. Should it? Oh yeah, it should. Chat, I don't know how overclocks work. I'm a UMV player. Oh. They don't tick, so they don't cause direct lag. It's just that there's so many of them that it takes time to manage them all. That's interesting information. I'm glad that you brought that to my attention. I will never be making a base in the overworld. Well, actually I will, but it'll be in GOG when I do that run, so... Alright, how many ticks do we lose? Less than 1 million. Oh my gosh, hello Nova, how's it going? Nova Shep subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 5 months. Currently on a 5-month streak. Thank you, Nova. I appreciate you. I am going to, in fact, do a solo GOG run after this, I think. I'll take a little bit of a break. I think I want to play Nomi Factory, actually. And Kat and Vin, if you guys want to do a joint Nomi Factory run at some point, I have been thinking about it forever. I might do it solo just for like funsies, but if you guys do really want to play a Nomi Factory run, that would be pretty fun. I appreciate you too, Nova. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're here. Kat says she refuses to play Nomi because no magic. Damn, what a hater. That's kind of fair. But wait, she's a GT master now. She's a Gregtech. She's a Gregor, through and through. So wait, maybe her mind's changed. Okay, that's good. Paradigm has shifted. Real. Hello, Ouyanger. How's it going? All right, I'm lazy, so I'm gonna mark copy. How far can I mark copy here? I could probably do the whole goddamn thing. Where did I... Wait, that actually works out. Okay, fuck it, we ball. So yeah, when I copy and paste, it comes with all the colored lasers, so it all works out. Oh shit, those are all off upstairs. Okay, let's plug this in. Mark copy. Do. Okay, that's too far. I feel like I'm on a clock, but I know that I'm not actually. Because these dtpfs, actually, no, I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna do this right, chat. We're gonna do it right. Spent 2 days. Wait, these assembly line casings are so expensive. I know what you mean. When you first do that assembly line, it's killer. That first assembly line is huge. The good thing is that the actual scope of how things like increase, you get better tools to get stuff like the assembly line, like those big crafts later on. The assembly line is God damn. Keep doing this. The assembly line is legit one of the biggest crafts that you will be asked to do. There we go. W. Brockhampton. I spent 2 days reworking EBFs into their own subnets. It worked Friday, and for now, it doesn't work for some stupid reason. I'm sorry about that. I do have a new AE2 guide on subnetting that you could watch. Shameless plug. But yes, I feel you. I understand. Okay, let's copy and paste this side. I should put some like walkways between all of this. Plug guy plugs video. Classic. Yep, pretty much. I am the plug guy. Okay, you're exactly what I want you to be. Perfect. And that's probably on. Nice. And we're making the exact same amount of hypogen. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's quicker. Actually, it looks like it's twice as quick. I'm gonna get rest. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Vin, and thank you for the raid. Give all of my love to you and Kat, and I hope to see you soon. Peace, my friend. 1.6k EV circuits. Yeah, it's like an absurd amount of stuff. Like, I think it's like 40,000 platinum or like 39k. I did the calculations once. It's a lot. It feels heavy, like hot and heavy for where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I didn't mean to unplug that. Oh, I guess it's fine, because nothing's actually running on that. Nicotine. Set mode cables. We're gonna cable it up to here. Send that down there. Perfect. And then, yeah, let's just copy and paste this bad boy. Mark copy. And I think this should be good. Nice. Okay, so we're all wired up. I can do some cleaning around the house. And I think I'm going to start stocking some better recipes in these. So currently we're running Spacetime, Hypogen, and Infinity, each in different ones. I think that these are actually going to all run Infinity because it's the cheapest thing I can run. And then they will be used for auto crafting. And then I'm going to have convergent passive dtpfs over on this side, running what I need to run. So let me fix all of that right now. I think the first thing we're going to do is get all of these guys on other patterns. So infinity is fine. What do we need for infinity? So we're on eternal coils using exotic catalyst. I think that's it. There we go, perfect. So I can just set that up in every single one of these. Where's the stocking bus here? Excited dimensionally transcendent. Get rid of these. Get rid of the hypervisor. You should switch to infinity. Lovely. There you go. Infinity catalyst. 1, 2, 3. Exotic cata. Perfect. 5.2 thousand EV circuits. God damn. Yeah, not to flex. Oh, you know what, chat? I flexed this the other day on GTNH Jeopardy. But since I've been editing for so long, like I've been off the grid editing and slowly working on Eye of Harmony, not only do we have like a good amount of power saved up, we have 843,000 UEV tier circuits. Because I just have level maintainers like constantly going ham on circuits because they're not expensive anymore. Like I have all of the stuff we need to make these circuits in bulk, right? It takes a lot of time, assembly line time to make these. So whenever I'm like AFK, I just flick this lever, turns on these circuit maintainers, and I just start going ham on some of the slow circuits. Oh, wait, 5.2K plat? That's not right. I know it's in the tens of thousands. I'm sure of that. Are they not laggy? So actually, Bobo commented on this. Level maintainers themselves are not laggy. If your crafts aren't optimized, meaning like you're making a bunch of calls to the server and you're doing a bunch of recipe steps every time you call the craft, apparently that's actually what's laggy. And what's even laggier is, I had it backwards, apparently emitters are generally laggier than maintainers, which is kind of crazy to me. That doesn't make any personal sense to me, but I actually do trust Bobo on this. That's Dream Master's second in command, or his partner in crime, essentially. And they designed the pack pretty much together. All right, there we go. All of you are running Infinity now, so I better not see any problems. Let's try some Tesseracts. Whoa, chat. Whoa, chat. Fuck. We're out of potassium? That's crazy. Uh-oh. How the heck do we get potassium these days? 20 assembler machine casings. It said 5.2K. Huh. I must be missing something. What happened here? Why aren't you happy? You've got plasma. You're the right distance. Are you out of computation somehow? That can't be right. No, you've got computation. What is going on? Okay, I am going to change this guy up anyway, because we need potassium somehow. I need to consult a spreadsheet real quick, chat. Because space elevators are in a very dire state, and you basically need a calculator, like a spreadsheet calculator, to figure out ideal distances, like the numbers to plug in. And my Google Drive is lagging. Okay. That's a first, chat. Okay. We've got a, let's see, what were we looking for? We're looking for potassium. That is not in any one of these. Wait a minute. There's no potassium ore? Oh, fuck, chat. We are so boned. I guess we can electrolyze rock salt. That's not bad. Red fuchsite. Artemis snake dust gives you potassium. Wait. This gives you europium? Am I crazy or is this really good? I have like thousands of this. Huh. Weird. I've been AI upscaling the Jeopardy POV for like 1.5 days to increase the quality. God damn. Okay, I guess we can just... Oh, I feel weird doing rock salt in here. We could give these UMV wireless. Feels like kind of a waste, but like fuck it, we ball, right? Wait. Oh yeah, Bartimus snake, yeah. Okay. That's, I don't even remember what the rates were prior, but that looks fine. Let's do, now we filter, what is it, rock salt here? Yeah. Is there anything else that we electrolyze to get potassium? Yeah, there's a lot. Saltpeter, potash. None of these are great returns, I feel like. Like maybe beryllium. Potassium disulfate. Alunite. That's a very low potassium return. Lepidolite is probably okay. We've also been out of lithium recently, so maybe I do that. Dude, the endgame gives you the weirdest fucking resource. Like, you'll run out of magnesium and calcium in endgame and wonder what the fuck happened. Like, genuinely vexing resource draws. Hello, Annie. How's it going? Hanging out here while eating leftovers for dinner. That sounds like a good time. Making salt water with gas tiers and lithium makes lithium and potassium. That is true. We do have infinite gas tiers. We just have way too much salt water to be... Well, wait a minute. Chat, I'm going to do something probably illegal. Alright, I can only go to 1.1 billion at a time. Getting ready for the battle tomorrow? What? Bro has a siege to run? What? Alright. Okay, it's already done. Well, that's one way to do that, yeah. Alright, so that's kind of troll, but I don't even see the LCR flicker on. Like zero ticking. I should also probably divert the lithium all back into ore processing, but like, fuck it, we ball. We'll be okay. Will we actually? Wait a minute, I gotta think about that, because we go through a lot of potassium. There is something I can do about this. So you guys know this, you've probably seen it. I think what I can do, we can sticky card insert potassium. Oh, I just totally backwards here. Sticky card goes here, potassium goes here, insert only, and lithium as well. That should be fine. That should be fine. This is on the same level as pattern flatline. Listen. Everything's gonna be okay. Let's just clean this up just in case. I'm gonna get a... Oh, we got a singularity. So let me just partition this to potassium and to lithium. And we're gonna pull all the potassium and lithium from this network and all adjoining networks and then push it onto here. Perfect. That should work out. That should empty all of the lithium and potassium off of my main net, if there was any straggling. What is wrong with pattern flatline? On demand is king, even flatline. I think fundamentally the idea is flawed. I kind of see where pattern, like maintained lines haters come from. Like I get it. It's dumb. It's not. It's like objectively dumb, right? Like, oh, herder, imagine you didn't do any of the work to make a dedicated line and instead had a little robot call the materials you need every once in a blue moon. Like, I gotta see it. But, you know, I do it anyway because it's much easier. All right, I'm glad we got DTPF cleanup done. We can just, I'm gonna finish cleaning up all of these lasers, which is nice because then I can take this off of my main laser spine and it's like a kind of a weight off. And then we're gonna get into what I wanted to do, which is to get some passive space-time going. I hope that's not connected to anything helpful. Everyone's morally bankrupt anyways. Damn, bro. Bro has no faith in the world, in Gregtech players. And he's right. He's right. Don't have faith in us. All right. That's a good thing to get off my main laser spine. Honestly, I don't think we really need anything on our main laser spine anymore, because if it needs that much power, we just give it a dedicated LSC on wireless. That's where we're at right now. This is the end game. Pattern flatline cursed. It is cursed. It is cursed. It is. And I do not begrudge you that. All right, let's set up our ins and outs for this. There will be absolutely no active crafting on here. So all we need for each of these is a stocking input hatch, a output bus and hatch, probably. We could limit this actually. This is the recipe we need. Oh, I guess we do need input, or well, no, we don't need outputs for this. Hypogen we want as well. Yeah, there's no item outputs to this, I guess. Wouldn't you need even more machines to do it fully passive? Yeah, you would, and that's how most people do it. Chaotic Tabris. Most people do it fully passive with 100 machines. Like that's the vibe. That's what the meta was before universal and level maintained lines became so popular, which is so funny. Does it have a really long waiting time? It's not exactly like that. It's just that you can divert your resources a little bit better when you level maintain it. So like the end result is that you use far more infrastructure or far less infrastructure, and you can like push it a little bit further, even though it's not constantly crafting everything all at once. I actually think Kevlar line is longer, right? What was I cooking here, chat? What was I cooking here? Like, what is this? What is this? I need to be put on some type of watch after that. Okay, who does Kevlar? Tuj is about to. Yeah, Tuj was talking about it, which blows my mind. Wireless or actual Kevlar line, like crazy. All right, I think what I'm gonna do. This is a little gross, but you know what? That's kind of our brand. That's kind of where we're at. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get wireless here. I'm gonna connect my subnet, my wireless subnet, or sorry, my P2P subnet directly to this. Don't judge, chat. Don't judge. And then I'm gonna take P2P out of this connection and wire it up as if nothing happened. Oh gosh, what have I done? Satellite dish? Mine is using a maintainer right now, but I want to do it with the OC maintainer. The OC maintainer is pretty good as far as I'm aware. Like, I've heard good things about it. Let's see, 4 times 624. Yeah, this should be good. We don't need the output bus. So yeah, we should be like more than good. On Nightly, they have wireless hubs, which is really lovely. And basically they allow multiple output connections per one input, which is fantastic. One of my favorite features. I agree with Tuj, if there's a line, it should be done. Well, you guys know how I feel about that. I still haven't done most of the lines. I still haven't done knack line, monoline, bast line. What lines? What other lines did I skip? Kevlar line, I guess I skipped. Anything else that I skipped? Show off your knack line. I don't even use DOB anymore. There's some type of like planet from Eye of Harmony that's just giving me like tons of knack right now. I think I'm on Enceladus right now, and every cycle it gives me 4.2 million Naquata dust and 896,000 enriched Naquata. Hello, Tel. How's it going, my friend? How are you doing? Kevline is like 56 steps, although I probably need to look at passive universal V2 first. That is an option. That is always scary to me. Did Nidus, but have 3 other OC systems to do. Okay, let's link a Rooney. That should work. And then what we'll do, we don't have convergence in this yet. So the way that we're going to rock this is we need to stock our tesseracts and our hypervisor matrix. And we also want a fallback recipe, I think. So I'm also going to stock the infinity stuff we need. At this point, it better give pure dust. Like the Eye of Harmony, it does. It does. Don't worry about that. So we need transcendent residue and infinity, which we have plenty of. And I'm also going to do excited cat. Allow convergence catalyst tier 4. Because spacetime doesn't use catalyst in it. It needs to figure out what it needs for, like it needs to have a set catalyst to use for convergence. So we need to set it up for this one. So that's why I do tier 4. And basically, I'm just going to need to have this run for a very long time. I'm going to allow convergence to happen, and that's basically it. It's figuring itself out, so we're good to go. Once it reaches 8 hours of runtime, it will get convergence, which means that it will get perfect overclocks, but in return, it's going to consume a lot more of this catalyst stuff that we need. Not the stellar one, but you know what I'm talking about. This stuff, exotic catalyst, which is just a bunch of plasmas. It doesn't need advanced stocking bus anymore. I'm almost at the point where I can make advanced stocking buses without UAV2. Lovely. Is that a good trade? It is a very good trade. Otherwise, the previous play was to make like, I would say tens of DTPFs. Like we've got 12 right now. I think previous bases would have had up to like a stack of DTPFs. Hello, Dr. Knight. How's it going? So yeah, let's let that go. I don't know. Maybe I should set up some of these other DTPFs so they can have discount by the time I get to them. I don't really need much. It is 7 a.m. and I am dying. That's real. I am also not a morning person, so I feel for you. The real question, the wireless did not connect. So that's just going to be how it is. Need 2 more nether stars and then I can make MM? Okay, we're there. Let's take out this for now. And make sure that these are just doing infinity. And then I just gotta link it all up. There you go, more infinity. In return, this is probably using a very large amount of energy that I may have to spare. Probably, actually. It's using 2 billion EU per tick? Oh yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. I'm not a morning person. I have a test at 7:30 tomorrow. I am sorry about that. Most of my exams were actually pretty late in the day, I feel like, when I was in college, which was like a year ago or less. I need to do wireless terminal stuff to have it connect to AE. I don't think so, actually. I think all of the wireless is dealt within the structure that you need to make alongside with the matter manipulator. So you got to make this this thingy. I think this does all the wireless for you, the matter manipulator quantum uplink. Or maybe, oh, maybe it does need a wireless connector when it doesn't have the quantum uplink. I don't know. I got Matter Manipulator really late into the game. You might need to do some weird security terminal stuff. I don't remember exactly. I think you're actually right about that. Gotta go to sleep. For some reason, my math exams were in the morning. Well, thank you for stopping by, Uriange. I hope you're well, and thank you, yeah, thanks for supporting. Much love, my friend. Good luck on your exams. Oh, yeah, I didn't connect it to the ME system, so that's actually kind of valid. Okay. Hit that. Pop in here. Hit that. Then one more. Okay, everybody should be running at this point. We should have more infinity than we know what to do with, because I'm basically running that passive on everything. I guess I should set this up as a passive hypogen DTPF. I didn't really think about that and get convergence going on him. So let's do that. We'll do catalyst tier 4. Come on, work with me here. And then what do I need? What items do I need? Molten neutronium quantum. Okay, that's not too bad. I hope this switches. It would be nice if it did. That's still infinity. So maybe I get rid of something here. Maybe the infinity kata. And there's the hypogen. And then I can add back the infinity catalyst. That should be good. Yeah, I think that's good enough for me. Uni, fun, I'm going to Germany, see you there. Currently writing lecture notes on a presentation I have to hold. And I make up random definitions so things make sense. Genuinely fun in the most arranged ways to phrase the concept that it still captures what you need. Incredible. Me when I just make up things. Actually, that's pretty on brand for my vibes. I'll just be making up shit like the fact that a quantum ring uses 100 EU per tick. All right, there we go. That's our second set of dtpfs. Hello, Necker. I hope that's how you say your name. How are you doing today? Today we're just working on some dtpfs. I need to get space-time conquered. Oh, shit. And yeah, things are good. If you want a tool to view an object through one, just make one up. As long as it works, no one really has any right to complain. That is very you, Nye. I can see why you're so attracted to mathematics now. We also should probably make a field of these bad boys. I think we're getting to the point where our nanoforge is going to be a bottleneck soon. But I do have a bottleneck that I need to work on very soon, and I think that our wire mills are actually where it's at right now. How did I order this? So the first thing I want to do, so these are already on UMV wireless. I guess what I can do is just copy these. I'm good even though it's 7 a.m. Oh my gosh, you guys are up at diabolical times to see me. I appreciate that. I cannot wake up at 7 a.m. I woke up at like 11 today and I was struggling. It was bad. Went to sleep at 3. I went to sleep at like 5 after releasing the video. I don't know why I did that upon retrospect, but I did, so... Okay, how is this organized? How did I do the rotation here? I feel like I was like drunk or something when I did this. Dude, I would not even be able to tell you. I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. to get to work. Damn! The new AE2 video was great. Definitely needs a rewatch when if I get to that. Now back to lurking, Peepo happy. Thank you. That is very kind. I worked really hard on that video and I am very proud of it. So if you guys haven't seen my new AE2 video, here it is. I linked it. It's the bottom link. Much love. Please watch it. Go comment on it. Go hate on it. Go like fax it to your friends. Go get it tattooed on your back or your face. You could also print it out and eat it if you'd like a little image of the thing. Apparently some kid got a letter from Shel Silverstein with a little drawing on it and he liked it so much that he ate it. So if you'd like to, that's a good way to compliment it. So, oh yeah, also, hello Aditya. Aditya has a wonderful new video on NEI and bookmarks, which is really, it's like the key to staying sane in early game is using your bookmarks correctly. So I think you guys should all watch that. Aditya, if you'd like to link that right now, I would be very happy. So yeah, today GTNH is entering a golden age of information. Oh, shout out to the Ring of Loki. Holy shit. I love being able to do this. It's so painless. Chat, is drinking tea at 2 a.m. a bad idea? Now that fully depends on how willing you are to not go to sleep. I love tea. and I'm sad that I can't drink it at night because I just I like the taste, but I don't like staying up. What is everyone's favorite tea or like caffeinated drink? I guess I know a lot of you insane people are going to say Red Bull, and I actually really like Red Bull. Red Bull is one of my favorites, actually. I had some really good matcha recently. I know how cribs work. I might work toward them for EBFs. So you can't actually use a crib on an EBF because it has perfect separation. And the reason I say that you can't do that is because then it won't pick up any fluids that are stocked within the EBF. You can do this for all of your Circuit 1 recipes and all of the weird stuff that doesn't require liquids, but like regular cribs, which you unlock in LUV, they will never interact with liquids. Yellow Red Bull. Everybody go find Aditya's video that he just linked and give it a watch. It is a wonderful tutorial on how to use NEI correctly and sanely, and I highly recommend it to you all. Cribs are kind of cheating. Listen, I don't care. I am trying to complete the game. If I need 100 trillion wiremills to complete the game, I'm going to use cribs because it's just easier. I think they're like a lag reduction thing. I think given an ideal world, you would not need cribs to do your automation. But given that it is not an ideal world, like you kind of do, if that makes any sense. In an ideal world, we wouldn't need cribs to solve the problem of late game spam, is what I'm trying to say, I think. Yorkshire Tea Gold and the Blue Pirate Monster tea. There's a honey lemon paste I get from H Mart. That sounds pretty fire, actually. That's pretty fire. Energy drinks, I avoid too much caffeine. I also don't drink that much caffeine. I love your editing style for blocks, 9. It's something that I may try to adopt a little bit for vids. If you want to figure out, if you want, I can break it down for you one day. If you'd like, just send me a DM. Basically the way I do it on DaVinci, which is probably different, is I literally make one animation with all the keyframes, and then I copy and paste the whole title, text box, plus the item PNG, and I move it to the next slot with the next item, and I replace the clip directly with a new PNG of a different item, and then I do rewrite all the text. But that way it keeps all of the animations and keyframes, and when the text gets going on and stuff like that, it's really nice because you do it once in a video and you just copy it for all the rest of the items. All right, let's see if this works. 31 channels, we're good. I think superconductor base wire has been killing me recently. Is cribs really late game? Yeah. I mean, crib buffers are late game. Let's do UEV because we do thousands of this. Let's try 50K of that. And we get to see our new active crafting dtpfs in action. In Germany, there's a drink called Club Mate. It tastes so amazingly horrid. Dude, the Germans, I don't know what they're on, but they've got it, bro. Like, I am such a big fan of Jägermeister. Dude, something about like the medicinal, just absolutely trash, amazing drinks. The Germans have it. Like, Europeans have it. If you want to send, I will get a PO box. If you want to send me Club Mate, I would love to try it. You die from one sip of Vietnamese iced coffee. All right, so let's see. We actually are not fully saturating all of our wire mills, which means that we are emptying out our wire mills faster than we can craft or actually get the UEV Supercon base, which is perfect. This is the upgrade I wanted. Another thing that I want is autoclaves, which I'm going to move, and laser engravers, which I need to make another couple stacks of, I think. Like this, what we've got is not enough for what is going on. So this is the outputs. What is going on here? What was I cooking, chat? The only German drink I love is Mezzo Mix. There's also some like, okay, I don't know if you guys know Jacob Collier, but he did like a last meals thing, and he was talking about some like European drink that sounded so fabulous. I don't remember what it was. I'd have to pull up the video and like remember it. But apparently you like legitimately can't get it in the States. You just have to order like a can, and like it's like $30 for a 6-pack or whatever. Like I don't know if I'm willing to do that, but all right, we need to get a bunch of 65K laser sources for these laser engravers, which is actually really cheap for us now. Holy shit, I remember when these are forever expensive. Stork Baker beer is the best beer I have ever drank. I've never heard of it. Jacob Collier, my beloved, how does he do it? He's just full of so much whimsy. Damn, I'm losing my voice from singing all day. I need to get some actual sleep. Let's try that again. Oh shit, we didn't even get the laser engravers. Mezzo or Spezzi is orange soda and cola mixed together. That actually sounds kind of fire, chat. Am I crazy, or does that sound kind of fire? What is going on with the buses here? Oh shit. Okay, I'll fix that. We got to get the laser plates now. Why? These are not expensive. Why have I not made 100 of these already? Should have gone to sleep 4 hours ago, but I'm here working on another video. We might be cooks, chat. What is your next video on, Aditya? I would love to know. Let's get the insider information. Giga-based, bro. Vietnamese coffee is very good. I think Vietnamese people have some of the best drinks. They have there's a salted lime drink that I love. It's so good. Every time I go to any like Viet restaurant, I immediately go for the salted lime drink. It's like cured lime almost. I don't really know the right word for it. It's like brined almost. It is so good. Yeah, condensed milk, always the goat. 9.2E, 2.1G. That'll work, that'll do. Mango lassi, okay, that's true. The Indians got it with mango lassi. They cornered the white people market with that. I also love it because I love mango. Like, who doesn't love mango? Mango is just the best fruit. And that's like, there's no contention there, right? Making a full quest book page for Twist, and then showing steps on how to add it to your pack and how it will be integrated with the pack as it already is. Half of it will be voiceover, going over the progression, and my choices for the order. That is a really helpful video, I feel like. That'll be very awaited for all of the Gregnant Twist players. Salted limeade and spicy fuzz, the way to go in fall, winter. Exactly. I'm a Bun Bo Hui boy, but I also agree with the pho. The one drink I actually know how to make is mango lassi. Damn, bro. Bro's locked into the stereotype. Mango is mid. Get this motherfucker out of my chat. Get him out of my chat. Kaizo, everybody, I hope everybody has a good day except for Kaizo. Mango is too sweet for me. Crazy. Just had the best butter chicken pizza while I was out for dinner. Butter chicken pizza sounds like a crime against humanity. I can't lie to you. Like, I literally just can't even lie to you. Like, I'm sure it's, like, actually good, but it just does exactly sound like a crime against humanity, right? Alright, it looks like the buses are online. Kaizo hit me with the drink water. We get retaliation. Bumblehui is the GOAT. It's like pho, but better. I mean, exactly. Let's see, 65k laser. Pop that bad boy in here. Why is that one facing down, but this one is facing up? This vexes me. Okay, let me make sure that all of these machines are on and in batch mode. Turn off Ring of Loki. Mango is mid. Holy shit. Holy shit. I have so many ops in my chat today. This is not acceptable, chat. Brazilian pizzerias are full of crimes against humanity. I feel like I've seen the videos of Brazilian pizzerias. Shit is low-key a little bit diabolical. Alright, let's get all these bad boys running. Just gotta check that everyone's running, and then we'll check to make sure that everything's outputting to the net. Oh, no batch mode, okay. It's like, why are you running at half the speed? Wait, does that mean that the ones that I copied are also not in batch mode? Pause. Wait, I copied these ones. I don't know how that happens, chat. That's really odd. Alright, it looks like everyone's online and happy. I could just, like, legitimately, I think there's very little stopping me from just copying and pasting this 2 more times. And I'm, like, really just thinking about it right now. I've seen some cursed photos. Chocolate pizza low-key makes sense. Alright, I need to catch up. M&M pizza. Stroganoff pizza. Alright, anything sushi with cream cheese in it, I will not do. I know that shit is not American. I know that shit is not, like, authentic or good. It's just Americans being Americans. I do not put up with cream cheese in my sushi, chat. We do not fuck with that. Holy shit, I think I'm out of proxies. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take this back, chat. Orange juice is mid? I feel like orange juice is just like solid B tier, always. Like, there's nothing bad about it. Does MM copying work with AE wireless? What do you mean? Like, does it copy the wireless locations? I don't think so, because it moves everything, so it probably also moves the like the connection. I don't know. Do you need that many proxies? Yes, we're doing prior rotation. And also I need that many proxies because that's how many different lenses there are for this thing. Right? So you're kind of fucked. And also the proxy recipe in Nightly's is so fucking, it's so juiced. Look at this. Proxies used to be a crib plus a UV sensor, and now this is what they are in Nightly in 2.8. It's a little fucked. Thank God cream cheese has no place in sushi. I'm done eating dinner, going back to the library to save myself now. Have a good rest of your stream. Peace, Annie, and good luck on your exams, my friend. That is a fat recipe. Yeah, it is. It's for something that you need to spam, I feel like it's a little overboard. Like, that's just my personal opinion, I think, but while we're here, I might as well start spamming autoclaves, I feel like, or maybe we need more cutting machines, because we always need more cutting machines. Or maybe I can just find something else to do while we vibe out. I guess I should get my Eye of Harmony crafts in order. I took an exam today where I'm 90% sure that nobody finished. So I'm a music major. I have never taken an exam that like had that problem, I don't think. All right, I need to do some bookkeeping here because there's so many different types of these goddamn EOH casings. I'm gonna write this down on a piece of paper. So here's how this works, chat. We are currently this is the Eye of Harmony. It's got 3 sets of casing. It's got stabilization field generators, which each take 1 compression and dilation field generator, or whatever it is. It's got space-time compression field gens and time dilation field gens. There are 9 tiers of each of these, and I have to keep track of, have I done the research? Do I have the patterns? Is it set up correctly? And what is currently in my Eye of Harmony? So I'm going to get some bookkeeping down because I am a little bit confused. I tried doing the research today. I was struggling because I think I was like duplicating research that I already had or something. So I'm going to go through all of this right now. So we've got space-time compression. We've got time dilation, and we've got stabilization. We've got 9 tiers of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And each of them has a different name. So we've got crude is 1. Primitive is 2. Stable is 3. Advanced 4. Superb. I wish that the like NEI, like inside it would just tell you tier 5. Like the compression casings tell you tier 5, but the rest of these don't tell you tier 5. And some like the colors for the stabilization field generators are really confusing. They don't fit with the rest of the tier things. Oh, also, gotta head out for lectures. I'll see you around, Nye. Thanks for popping in. I'm a CS major with a focus on cybersecurity. Good luck, chat. We've got exotic at tier 6. Tier 7 is perfect. Tier 8 is Tippler. Sus. And tier 9 is Gallifreyan. That one I know, because that's Doctor Who. Okay, so we got all those tiers. We've got research for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers, which is superb, of time dilation. Hello, Naker, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. We've got 3 tiers of stabilization. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers of compression. And currently, what is our Eye of Harmony rocking? Interesting field. I've been in it for 15 years. Damn. Okay, so we've got crude stabilization field generators. We've got stable time dilation field generators. That's tier 3. We've got superb tier 5 compression. So I think we want to get our stabilization up to tier 2, 3, or 4, which gives us higher recipe success chance, lower amount produced, and also a lower power penalty, so it uses less power, which is like slightly useless given that we have antimatter and we can just give power to it as much as we need. Let's see. Stabilization, so did we ever craft? Oh, we did craft stable. Okay, so I'm gonna do the research for this one. And this should give us the advanced one, and then we'll be up to 4 here. Perfect. Okay, I'm locked in. On the vendor side where the real money is. Damn, bro. All right, chat, we did some good progress. I think let's do autoclaves. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of these bad boys, and then, yeah, I think I'm happy with today. I think we do need a lot of autoclaves, though. I don't think this has been a huge bottleneck. Actually, it might be better to do forming presses, because our material press time for like circuit components is actually kind of the slowest part. Like these optical CPU housings. Let me think about this. There's only one way to get these. And we need them in bulk. Damn. We need these for Universium nanites. Shit. That's fucked. Alright, we're gonna change out all hatches to wireless. Yeah, probably. As we go, it's just easier to use wireless hatches generally. But I haven't felt the need to upgrade a lot of this old stuff, so we haven't really. We could do universal forming press, but I don't think there are enough circuits to warrant that. And what I think I'm gonna do is just copy these modules here that have 3. Well, actually, we can make this more efficient here. If I moved these 3 proxies to the back, we could quad wall share the 3 proxies, and these have all of the important recipes. And then this just has all of like the renaming recipes, which are my bane at this point. We're running out of space for things that we have to rename. Is that crazy or what? Is that fucked, chat? I kind of hate that. I kind of don't like that. Search the overworld, the Twilight Forest, and the Nether. Wait, I'm confused. What are we doing? Trying to start with bees. Oh, but I don't know a good way to get a lot of princesses and queens. How would I do that? So I have 2 methods for you. One of them early game that you can do that's pretty easy is just every once in a while, go get a rocky hive from the quest book, and that will guarantee that you get a pristine queen every single time. Another janky thing that I have, I need to turn off my magnet, otherwise something bad is about to happen. Check this out. Oh shit. What happened? Where's our mana pool? What did I do? One sec, chat. I think I need to get it online. Apparently my mana pool just disappeared from existence. So. Well, I guess I'll grab this one then. Damn. Do that. Are you linked? Are you good? Wander the forest. Bind you the pool. There we go. There you go. Okay, so these Hyacinths, sorry, I had to lock in real quick. Hyacinths take mana and give you ignoble queens, like princesses, and a bunch of drones that I just get rid of. You can world accelerate this. So this is my method of getting princesses right now. It's always comical to watch this, I feel like. So yeah, this is a method of mass producing ignoble princesses, and then you're gonna need to do something with them. So the method that I use is I again use botania, and you can use these flowers, these hibiscus flowers, and they link to a mana pool as well. Where are you? I can't snipe him. Damn. Can I get him through the ground? Oh yeah. And then basically, oh, where'd my corp block go, bruh? Yeah, basically I can just drop in ignobles to here, and after a while it converts them to pristines using the hyacinth. My automation is a little shifty. But yeah, that's my method. Unless you're on 2.73, hibiscus doesn't take mana because it's bugged. It has been fixed. Weird. I'm on nightly, so that works. But yeah, I'm sure there's a better way to automate that, but that was what my brain came up with. It is very scuffed. All right. Let's just do... I can fit like 2 of these per chunk. I'm gonna give it maybe 4 to... We'll give it 4 chunks at the very least, maybe 8 chunks. So let's try 16 right now. What do these use? They use pressure containment casings. So let's just get a couple thousand of those. Tungsten steel pipe casings. Let's do 1,000. Black plutonium. Item pipe casings. Let's do like 500 AU. What is that inside there? That is polytetrafluoroethylene frame box. That works. I think mana glass is fine for these. And then coils. Okay, that works. One of my pet peeves is that there are stuff called polytetrafluoroethylene, and then there's 3 things, the fluid pipes and the pipe casings that are called PTFE. That really pisses me off. I don't know why, because when I search it in NEI, I don't find the polytetrafluoroethylene pipe casings, and I think that's what really pisses me off. But yeah. I think I'll dedicate these squares to the autoclave, or maybe I could do here. So maybe this will be benders and the other thing. This is wiremills, and I can just stack them vertically probably. Could do autoclaves here. And then something else here. I'm not really sure what I would do. I definitely need to move these fluid solidifiers. So I have 16 of these with double UMV hatches. This is not enough. This is not close to enough. I will probably want to have at least a stack to 128 of these fluid solidifiers, which is really scuffed given how much space they take up. I think people are working on upgrading them or giving them a rework or something, so. All right, I think I've made up my mind. I'm gonna put the autoclaves in here. Let's go copy this. Did you use World Edit to build the base? Not once, actually. Throughout my entire playthrough, I have not used World Edit. But I do use this very handy-dandy matter manipulator, so it's not much of a flex anymore. But back in the day, when everyone was using World Edit and shit, I felt like that was kind of a flex. Threefold and I had a conversation about this once. It just feels more satisfying, I feel like, to have your world, like be your world that you put your work into, and that's what I prefer. All right, let's fix this up here. So I want to do, maybe we'll do outputs shared so I can do less channels. What is this called again? Pressure containment? We'll do energy hatches here. Can I even put outputs up there? Oh yeah, shit. Shout out to the autoclave, bro. What a goated machine. We do have 2,000 eternal coil blocks. I don't really know, does anyone have any, like, let me think about this. So I think infinity coils, these are tier 14. Sorry, infinity are tier 12 and eternal are tier 14. It says each coil level makes the machine 25% faster than single block machines of the same voltage. So the difference I'd be getting is either it's 300% faster or it's 350% faster. Do I care? I feel like I go with infinity coil, right? If AE2 is so good, where is AE3? That's the thing. It was so good, we didn't even need an AE3. Isn't that crazy? Is it additive? I think it is additive. It's not like if it was multiplicative, I would think about it. But as of now, I think it's just kind of a waste to do it that way. As far as I can read. Let's copy this. Edit, transform, reset. Oh, now I'm thinking about this, I kind of want to move this. I should center it on the chunk. I feel like that's a much better idea. Luckily, we can do that fairly easily. It looks like you have so many of the better coils, though. So, I mean, I'm using Infinity currently, which is tier 12. I could use Eternal, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but they give 350% instead of 300%. I don't know. Is IV machine casings, EV field gens, and terrestrial agglomeration plate considered EV materials or IV? I think terrestrial agglomeration plate is actually LUV. I don't know, I don't remember why. I think it has to do with some of these runes. I might be wrong about this though. It seems like it's just titanium, right? But I could have sworn there was something. Runes just go up to EV? I guess that makes sense, right? I'm glad. I don't want Botania to be gated. I think that it's too gated already. I think the time you unlock Botania stuff in the pack makes it a turnoff for most players to even try Botania, which is a shame because it's like one of my favorite mods of all time. But yeah, that's just that is my 2 cents. That is my little soapbox, so oof. It's so warm in this office. I'm shouldn't tell chat this. I'll start selling my my tank tops. I'm very sweaty. Don't tell Novashep, guys. Botania is your favorite, right? You should make a Botania video. I do have one. I have one on making mana steel. Novashep heard that. If the market is right, you know, I will sell these. All right, so we did that. We do need to get our outputs linked, but I think we can, maybe we can at least get these cabled up. Unsubscribed? Damn. Damn. I'm catching flack. More advanced stuff like Terra Steel or runes could be cool. Duct has a very wonderful tutorial on automating Botania stuff, and I think he's got it down. Like, I probably wouldn't step on that tutorial, because I really like how that is. It's a comfortable 70 degrees in my office. It's probably like 80 or 90 in here. I did automate all of Botania through AE2, which I'm very proud of. I don't think that this is the best solution. Actually, some of this is the best solution. But like, I don't know if I'd make a video about this because this setup is so janky and I can barely explain it myself because of how janky it is. And it like works most of the time. But I feel like I would need to like test it, you know? All right, let's grab these P2P tunnels, link her up. I feel like I should move the proxies that I currently have over here and just have all of my autoclave patterns over here because I don't really interact with the autoclave and I would love to free up this space over here. So actually, I think I'm going to do that right now. It feels a little bit cramped in here recently. So here's what I'm going to do. Set mode, copying. Actually, set mode, moving. Mark cut. I'm just going to drag the entire set of proxies directly into my machine because that's how we're feeling today. That thing that I said earlier about an external page for the wiki for tutorial videos is going to be real soon. I'm going to curate the videos and format it, so DM me later. Let's talk about ideas for it. I would love to. Let's do that. I am very free to talk either tomorrow or I guess kind of tonight. Let's recopy this. All right, and then copying, mark copy, mark paste. Perfect. We don't have maintenance hatches? Holy. I hope I don't need to autoclave anything for this. Okay, so we lost 9,400 protomatter, which is probably stuck in a machine somewhere that I didn't correctly output bus or something. Let's go check on all of that. No fluids are cached. I'm actually wondering about that. I wonder how we lost that little bit of protomatter. Oh, shit. Wait, you're connected. Actually, I don't know why I... Oh, I also did this in an entirely different way over here. That actually is a little bit vexing, chat. I have no clue where the protomatter went. What the actual fuck? I'm out of town this weekend, so I'll be on my phone, but I'll be able to respond, talk about stuff. I'll also let 3Hemcorp and other YouTubers know because I don't know them really at all, so we can get their videos there too. I'm going to make a group chat of all of us with Kat and Vin and all of you guys because I want to make a Scribble.io game from GTNH content creators. So that's a thing that's going to happen soon. I've been meaning to get a group chat together, so I will do that. And that'll be our little content creator group chat, I suppose. Huh, I'm gonna have to figure that out later. I don't really know where that went, and that's kind of annoying. Matter manipulator Mark 1 crafted. Nice. You're ready to go. The world is soon to be your oyster. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and 2, 1. Perfect. I think I'm just gonna cable this up here. Getting Tupac money twice over. Perfect. That is right. Wait. Sorta. Almost. I'm glad I checked. Okay, let's just check to make sure. So you're not connected to anything somehow. What the fuck? Well, that's not right. This needs to be connected to this. Something mischievous is absolutely happening right now. Okay, that's working. That's working. I think Matter Manipulator was messing with my wireless connections. No, no, I don't want to... Or maybe I'm just incapable of using this machine. Okay, let's give our autoclaves a whirl. I think I'll need to turn them all on. It's good to have, instead of 2, we now have 12, I think. So that should be a little bit of a time saver for all the things that we've been doing recently. Let's give this a try. Oh, I need to connect the actual patterns. Didn't even think about that. Let's try some nuclear stars. We're slowly waking. I think we just have way too many autoclaves for that recipe. Let's see if there's any, like, time killers that I have. I remember, ooh, cerium doped lutetium. Let's do 100,000 of those. That should cause some type of level of pain. There we go. We're missing 142 gravity star. Oh shit, I didn't connect this. That would make sense. All right, that is great. That is a good infrastructure upgrade. I think I'm happy with that. So we made a couple of upgrades. We got some mass processing going. Just a couple of, multi-block upgrades. We got a whole nother dtpf going. I guess I can blind you guys with shaders if... Fuck it, let's do it. I need to take pictures of this anyway to prove that I've actually been doing something. Oh my gosh, hello ZQM Laser Cloud. I am so sorry we're just wrapping up stream. However, it's good to see you, and I hope you're well. And I mean, I'll be going over exactly what I'm doing today, so. We got a second set of 6 dtpfs. Let me get a good camera angle for this. They're so blinding. So that's that. We've got space-time soon to be on convergence, and hypogen also soon to be on convergence, which should be nice. We'll see how that does with my catalyst. Got 24 billion exotic catalysts, so I think we'll be okay for now. Alexa, play Blinding Lights. Bro's bumping out DTFs, exactly. And the other thing we've done is we've increased our processing capacity for more wire mills. Oh yeah, look at this. I guess we could take a picture. No, that's lame. We gotta get the angle right, chat. Wire mills. Autoclaves. Ooh, those look nice with the mana glass. Oh my god. And a couple more laser engravers. Perfect. The wire mills look clean. I agree. I think without proxies, I would be a very sad person. And because of the proxies, I have a lot of space for everything, which is really, really nice. Like, I have so much extra space for recipes, which is going to be nice because I will need it. And that's pretty much it, chat. I'm happy you could join me today. As always, much love to everyone here. I do need to do my shameless plug, as per usual. I have an AE2 video that I linked. You can see it in chat. It's the advanced AE2 video that covers subnetting, fluid stuff, auto crafting, advanced components, multi-block auto crafting, just a lot of stuff that I think is very relevant and is very GTNH specific. And I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy that video and maybe learn something from it. Or maybe you can call me out on some of my misinformation. But yeah, I do need to do the shameless plug because I worked very hard on it and I'm very proud of it. And I think that a lot of people will gain something from watching it. But anyway, yeah, next time you see me, we'll probably work on upgrading the godforge. And then that's pretty much it. I hope you all are well. Let's go find somebody to raid. And yeah. Is anyone streaming that we like? AKA, is anyone streaming GTNH? Physia is streaming. Let's go give Physia a raid. How about that? Alright, while I start this raid, I will say the normal stuff, which you should always never take for granted and always remember, which is be kind to yourself and others and do your best, whatever that may be. And I promise that that will be enough, at least for me. And I'm the only one that matters at the end of the day, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Whether I see you tomorrow or next week or next month, you're always welcome and you are always loved by me. And that's it. Do the best that you can. Peace, everybody. Let's go give Physia some love.